And I think the things to watch, which team can control the pace and the tempo of this game. North Carolina, and then Stanford wants to slow them down, take away their transition, make this a half-court game as best as possible.
Here is Caleb Wilson on a step back, and the game's first points. Pump fake that he saw Henry Vasar in his rearview mirrors, and Carolina racing back the other way to the bucket, the layup, set Trimble in transition. Oscar Hielte, the freshman from Belgium, going to work down low. And with the left hand, gets the roll, and Stanford's first. Celebrating a birthday, by the way, today, the grad transfer. Driving the lob, and Wilson has it knocked away at the rim. Diving for the Cavaliers last Saturday. Vasar going to work. Left it short, and Ryan. Benny Geeler slides in. Finds Okori. Ryan Agarwal launching. Three!
Action, and then the extra pass to the wide open Agarwal.
Caleb Wilson looked like he had it slip out of his hand as he was on the Tar Heels. Kyan Evans in transition. Trimble the floater, and Carolina. A.J. Rahosi in the lane. Up and under by Rahosi. And it falls off.
He's got to go away from that. It's 0 for 3 on the post possessions there. Vasar's going to have to go to something else.
Ryan Agarwal missing the step back. On the drive, slicing in, and Caleb Wilson with a follow. To the lane, recovering is Luka Bogovac. Shot clock down to 8. And the rebound batted out by Oscar Hielte.
Into the paint.
5 to shoot for Stanford. Ryan Agarwal drives. Off balance. Wes Durham and Dennis Scott over in Berkeley for that one. Speaking of great
users, an absolute stud, man. That young man can do it all. Handle the ball, post up, excellent passer, and I really think involves and able to find them.
Henry Vasar on the block, and the jump hook using the. Step back on the baseline, Luka Bogovac. Jeremy Dent-Smith from way out there rattles.
Dominguez Hills in Southern California, played for a Division II national championship last year.
Henry Vasar counters at the.
You've seen him play in the post, inside and out threat.
Oscar Hielte underneath, and challenged by. Here is Wilson. Terrific move on the baseline. Have made their last 5 shots from the floor. Miscommunication. Jeremy Dent-Smith one-on-one with Derek Dixon. Drives in and power.
He was 2 for 18 in the last 6 from behind the arc.
Henry Vasar in the lane, and a foul will get him to the line.
I think at a rapid rate once he gets to the NBA.
Vasar splits the pair. Stanford has had some prolonged droughts this season, as Ibuka Okori starting to find his.
He just goes down, shoots the little floater over the big. It's good offense.
Henry Vasar rattles it in. A.J. Rahosi down low. And Stevenson rattles into second as well.
That really hurts this Stanford team. Stevenson's a guy that Coach Hubert Davis is super high on. Coach Davis told me, he's like, I think he's probably going to have to force the action a little bit.
Up and under, leans in, and he gets the soft touch to drop.
Continually put the ball in his hands.
He's got the ability to take over a game. Is Henry Vasar tough?
With the big fella Vasar.
Stanford trying anything right now to try to slow down the Tar Heels. Ibuka. Down the lane, the drive, and a pretty finish by Jonathan Powell. Ryan Agarwal. Too strong on the Thor, he steals it. Stanford in transition. Agarwal to the basket, the reverse by Ryan Agarwal. Okori gets inside, the scoop, how about that?
Who you got?
Going with the U. I'm taking Miami.
You're taking Miami. Aren't they banged up a little bit?
We're on the ACC network. We gotta play homers. Vasar 1 for 2 at the line.
You know, what a great impact that Vasar has had for this Hitting his teammates, but describing and seeing and letting guys know what's happening on the floor and what they can like go after and exploit and what they.
Ball again. Besar has it knocked away by Grant, but a foul called on Stanford. This will be a 1-and-1.
Besar, because of his size, his shooting ability, his shot blocking ability, is almost the most indispensable player for this team. They don't really have in the Michigan State game. When he wasn't in the game, they really got hurt against the Spartans.
Besar hits both. He has Krivas.
Absolutely.
Abuko Okori across the key and one.
Abuko Okori.
Stanford settling into the zone. Kyan Evans inside, and Stevenson gets bumped.
Using Okori in pick and roll.
Benny Keeler drives baseline. Ryan Agarwal, three. Ends out for Caleb Wilson. Okori penetrates. And he'll get to the line.
Stanford was the first school to come in and watch him. They came 3 weeks in a row. That kind of set the precedent.
Only played in 11 games in his 2 years at Washington State. And now challenging at the rim is Bogovac.
Now let's see how Stanford plays and reacts with no Okori on the floor.
Benny Keeler, and we're tied at 34.
Zone.
Carolina 3 of 5 from downtown. Aiden Kamen attacks. An off-balance tough shot draws the foul.
But knowing just when to get off the ball and when to attack. That's all feel.
Aiden Kamen
not sending Carolina to the line.
Open in the corner. And the stroke and a three for Luka Bogovac. Recovers. 10 on the shot clock. And a foul on the drive. Jeremy Dentzer and coaches over there. And one more for Bogovac, who's had a nice.
Really opens things up even for guys like Caleb Wilson and Besar.
After going scoreless in 2 of the last 3 games, he's got 7. Cameron Grant launching. 3. Up by Aiden Kamen, and Stanford controls. 90 seconds left in the half. And wave it off on the drive.
That backcourt, okay? Okori and Killian Torrey, okay, of Iowa State. Now that's like Killian Torrey comes over to Brewster Academy. He picks up Abuko Okori full court, and he rips him. This is what Jason Smith is telling me. He rips him.
For North Carolina, Bogovac. Jaron Stevenson from deep, and a 3. And one more for Kamen. Abuko Okori runs it down. Transition. Ryan Agarwal attacks. And a finger roll off the window. And one more for Trimble. So consistent when on the floor for Hubert Davis this season. Okori attacks. Step through. The drop off and the finish. Aiden Kamen. The ladder, but Benny Keeler takes it right back. Agarwal launching. Too strong on the 3, and Henry Besar.
Where he's only a 69% foul shooter.
One more for Wilson. He's got building. Back in 1983, Dr. Tom Davis was the Stanford head coach at the time, and at 3 is way off. Just 7 minutes and had only 4 points.
And never fouled out since.
Go to the bucket, and Caleb Wilson. Kyan Evans turns the corner. The lob. The finish by Wilson. Oh. For the McDonald's All-American, last year's Georgia Gatorade play. Pass deflected, trying to force it to Abuko Okori. Carolina running with Wilson. And he gets. Caleb Wilson taking this game over in the second half, but Abuko Okori finally gets
through the paint and then coming out the weak side on the DHO. Just really good stuff. When you know you need a bucket or a good shot, put the ball in your back.
And it spins out as Besar is now 4 for 7 at the line. And he goes 1 for 2.
Oh, Okori works his way up the floor still.
Here he is. Drives. Takes the body. Grabbed his own miss. And across the bay before they play Cal on Saturday. at Haas Pavilion as Seth Trimble spots up and nails a threat for Abuka Okori. Trail 3, Ryan Agarwal.
Multiple times tonight in transition. And
Henry Vasar gets the roll.
And just trailing plays that Okori just has.
What he's out there to do is help space the floor and shoot.
I mean, he was wide open, and his eyes are facing you and I over here on the side of the floor. And
Abuka Okori steps through a double team, gets to the bucket.
The rim.
Deep three, in and out for Derek Dixon. Offensive rebound, Henry Vasar drops it in.
Make somebody else besides Wilson and Vasar score, they're going to have a chance to win this game.
Abuka Okori scores again, 24.
For the double team and turns the corner and finishes over one of the best shot blockers there is in Caleb Wilson.
Extra step, Caleb.
And the handle. And then the finishing ability, the whole package.
And now he's pushed by Jaden Young. The year for Okori. And Stanford was held to 40 points. Here he is on a step back. Three! Okori goes to work. Cameron Grant. In and out on the three. And the like when you were playing here back in the day.
Yeah, it really is. Student section is lively and active, and Bogovat's players' hands.
And North Carolina running two guys at him. Jeremy Dent-Smith, A.J. Rahosi, and he is grabbed in every single one of the 42.
Well, the young man has like a will about him when you watch him play, okay?
Caleb Wilson finds Bogovats, missed the three, and the rebound, the freshman. And Kyle looked at me and kind of smirked and said, "You'll see why." You'll see why he's in. Look at Bogovats. Here is Wilson down low. And moves along the baseline. Caleb Wilson.
Mark.
A.J. Rahosi inside. And it falls for A.J. Rahosi.
Got to get your defense set. A little too easy on that end.
Way behind the line. Three right.
What Okori's doing.
A.J. Rahosi underneath the scoop. And the rebound grabbed by Luka Bowley in double figures in just one of the last 6 games coming into tonight. He's got 12.
The arc. But they want this guy to shoot shots, make threes, and be a big contributor.
Jeremy Dent-Smith fires. Three! Another three for Jared for tonight. Caleb Wilson. How about that move? How fun. Okori, the floater, and Abuka Okori with 29. Seth Trimble penetrates the lob for Vasar down low. Vasar.
Through that contact, good job by the big fella.
Jeremy Dent-Smith open. Three! They left him open in the corner. Abuka Okori. And it's tipped out. That'll be basket interference.
But a monster second half for this Tar Heel team.
Okori getting a breather right now for Stanford. The lob over the top to Henry Vasar. Cates missing the three. A.J. Rahosi rips down the offensive rebound. Tried the reverse layup. Last touch by Stanford. Seth Trimble in the corner. Tough fall away three short. And the
let him catch too easy.
Wilson
and that's what's
over Aiden Cameron.
And that's what's going to happen.
He's tied a career high 24. Abuka Okori gets to the bucket, and he's fouled at the rim. And 2 free throws for.
Something has to be adjusted there for North Carolina, for Stanford.
Free throw crawls in for Okori for North Carolina. And a steal, Okori races to the bucket. Okori to land. Career high. Lost his balance. 2 to shoot. The floater. Seth Trimble quiet. Okori. Off balance, throws it up. And have 20 or more. And it's the 4th time this season they've done it in the same game. Kyan Evans left open. In and out on the. Kyan Evans feeds Vasar. Runs over Rahosi at the line. 2 for 5. Now 3 for 6. And he hits them both to put Carolina up to shoot. Corey into the key. And the high archer as he got knocked down. And Corey splits the pair. And it's the target.
Good job by Trimble.
Den Smith for the lead. Stanford goes in front. Ryan Agarwal. 3!
And then you can foul once that ball gets near the half-court line.
Vesar makes the set. 36 for Corey. Fly by Evans. Missing the 3. The weak side putback set. Trimble timeout. Benny Keeler. Stanford by 5. And Stanford single game freshman scoring record. Phenomenal game, back and forth. And Stanford
in the game when they were down double figures in the first half. He put